Happy Saturday, Internet! Been a long week. I hope you saved some room in the old brain basket for me. It's that time again. Prepare to be informed. This is The Loop. Stone Mountain, Georgia is in an uproar after a middle school teacher was arrested for facilitating underage sex in his classroom. The teacher, Quentin Wright, was discovered by a concerned parent who found incriminating texts on her son's phone. One exchange read, "I ain't got no condoms, y'all can't be long." From Wright, to which the student replied, "I'll give you money for it tomorrow, can you get me a 3-pack of Trojan ends?" The teen's mother pulled him from school this past Friday, and Wright is currently awaiting trial. Meanwhile, the Federal Trade Commission, in a rare joint action with the attorney generals of all 50 states, charged the principals behind 4 cancer charities with fraud, claiming that they've stolen $187 million from donors between 2008 and 2012, with only 3% of their collected donations going towards aiding cancer patients. All 4 charities, the Cancer Fund of America, the Breast Cancer Society, the Children's Cancer Fund of America, and Cancer Support Services, are run by one family, led by James Reynolds Sr., his son James Reynolds Jr., and his ex-wife Rose Perkins. The charities claim to provide direct support to cancer patients, but instead paid for vehicles, personal consumer goods, college tuition, gym memberships, jet ski outings, dating website subscriptions, luxury cruises, and tickets to concerts and professional sporting events, according to the government's complaint. 2 of the charities have since been dissolved, and Reynolds Sr. is trying to contest all charges. Unfortunately, there are very few assets left from the stolen funds. According to the FTC, the government will be lucky to recover just $1 million in total. Israel is embroiled in conflict with Iran this week after its defense minister made comments taken as thinly veiled threats of a nuclear strike against the Islamic Republic. Israeli Defense Minister Moshe Ya'alon discussed, quote, certain steps that would be taken if it were out of options with rival nations, and referenced the US's use of nuclear bombs in World War II. This came the same day that Israel refused to pay $1.1 billion in compensation to the Iranian government over oil revenues from their jointly owned pipeline. Israel is withholding the funds under the Trading with the Enemy Act, further incensing the Iranian government. Even Israeli ally US President Obama spoke Wednesday about his sharp criticism of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, reiterating that his hardline stance on never forming a Palestinian state has foreign policy consequences. The following day, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development revealed that the US and Israel have the worst economic inequality in the developed world, with the top 10% of America's rich making 16.5 times what our poorest 10% make, and Israel's rich making 15 times that of their poor. Maybe we deserve each other. In California this past week, the Plains All-American oil pipeline burst, spilling over 105,000 gallons of crude oil along the coast of Santa Barbara near Refugio State Beach. This is 5 times greater than their previous conservative estimate of 21,000 gallons. The spill began at an inland spot on the 24-inch pipeline, but the crude flowed into the water, calling for an unprecedented joint response by the EPA and the Coast Guard to get it under control. The Santa Barbara fishing industry has been shut down while both agencies assess the environmental impact of this tragic incident. The Boy Scouts of America are closer than ever to lifting their ban on gay men leading scout troops, following a speech made by Boy Scouts of America President Robert Gates on Thursday. The 105-year-old organization has been divided over this issue for years, and Gates took their first big step toward banning discrimination in their ranks. Gates, formerly the U.S. Secretary of Defense, was instrumental in ending the military's long-standing don't ask, don't tell policy that kept gay soldiers and officers in the closet lest they lose their jobs. The Scouts lifted their ban on gay youth in 2013. It is unknown if or when the ban on adults will be put to a vote by Scouts leadership. In science this week, optometrist Dr. Garth Webb unveiled the Ocumetrix Bionic lens, an ocular implant that perfects vision, offering eyesight 3 times greater than 20/20. Webb claims that the implant would offer perfect vision, quote, no matter how crummy your eyes are, adding that the lens would only be made available to patients over the age of 25 when eye structures are fully formed. The painless implantation surgery is similar to that of cataract surgery and is claimed to take 10 minutes and would offer immediate correction to the patient's eyesight. The lens took $3 million and 8 years to develop. Clinical trials will begin shortly, leading many to believe that commercially available bionic lenses could be 2 years away. And finally, what did people love in media this week? Pitch Perfect 2 roared to the top of the Billboard music charts and the American box office, taking home over $69 million in its opening weekend, with Mad Max Fury Road in second place with $45.4 million, and Avengers Age of Ultron in third with $38.8 million. And on the iTunes TV charts, Mad Men's series finale dominated in episode downloads, while The Bachelorette owns in season downloads. And that's everything that you need to know about your world this week. So, this weekend when you're deciding between putting off cooking, cleaning, or doing laundry, you can still feel accomplished and knowledgeable, because until next Saturday, you're in the loop. I'm Matt Lieberman. Thanks for watching. And hey gang, The Loop has moved to Saturdays. It's gonna be here from now on, so don't look for it Fridays, look for it Saturdays. Like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Congress has voted overwhelmingly in favor of ending the NSA's bulk telephone data collection.
Why do you think I'm sad all the time?
Maybe you need the Lord.
Maybe I do. Where can I find him?